wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Oh, we got Friday night potluck tonight. Whatever's on your mind, we'll talk about. Okay? We're gonna open it up to the flow. So whatever you got on your mind, let's talk about it tonight. You know, get off the, just get on a regular jam session. You know, hope everybody had a good day today. Of course, every day above ground is a great day, regardless of what you're dealing with in life. If you still breathing and walking and got your health, man, you can deal with the rest of that stuff because everything has an answer to it. So there's no sense in you panicking and fretting and worrying and being upset. All that stuff is for nothing. Just keep looking for solutions. And that way you keep your mind busy. You don't have time to get depressed and worried and anxiety and all that second guessing and doubting yourself. You see, that's what happens when you don't keep your mind busy. You know, you start second guessing, start rehashing everything, going back over it again and again, instead of still constantly looking for a solution or an answer. All right? So, man, I'm gonna hang around for a minute if don't nobody come on. You know me. Tomorrow's my rest day. So I'll just get out of this uniform and take it easy. Let's see what's happening in the news that I can talk about. See what's happening in the news. Clarence Thomas finally admits that a billionaire bankrolled his getaways. See, this is one of the things that I think in 2024, you're going to start seeing a lot of stuff that has been done in secret start being revealed. You know, here this guy, it's a Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas' latest financial report belatedly acknowledges that he took multiple lavish vacations paid for by Republican billionaire Harlan Crow. Well, that is nothing new. And see, and this is what people don't seem to understand. You know, there are, for Supreme Court justices, for senators and Congress people, man, they got perks we ain't even aware of. Let me say that again. For Supreme Court justices, for senators, and for Congress people, man, them jokers got perks that the public is not even aware of. They got benefits that we know absolutely nothing about. And it's only until you get some stuff like this that it's going to be revealed what they doing behind closed doors. Listen, it says Thomas' annual financial disclosure report, which confirms at least 2 of the trips first described in 2023 ProPublica report, was released Friday. The trips are detailed on the second to last page of the document, where under a section allotted for additional information and explanation, Thomas describes 2 2019 trips that were inadvertently omitted from his previous disclosures. One, a July 12 trip to Bali, acknowledges he was guest of Harlan and Kathy Crow, who covered the cost of food and lodging, which you know had to be first class. Okay? According to the document, Thomas then took a second vacation on Crow's dime a week later at a private club in Monte Rio, California. And this joker's sitting on the Supreme Court. And you think he ain't influenced? You think he ain't bought? You think that you know his decisions, and on top of that, he black. So are they gonna drop the hammer on him and show him no matter what you do, you still a black man? You know, white people can get away with this here, but you, you ain't gonna get away with that. And since when did dudes like 50 Cent and Charlemagne the God started being spokesmen for black people? 2 of the cruddiest black men you can find are now spokesmen for black folk. I mean, how that happen? Anyway, let's see. And this New York, this Trump case in New York is getting stranger by the minute. Now, it seems that judge in Trump's hush money case sends cryptic letter about Facebook comment. It's not clear whether the comment indicates one of the jurors defied the judge. Its author claims to be a professional shit poster, I guess. In a brief letter sent Friday, New York Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan informed attorneys for President Trump about a potential problematic Facebook comment made by someone who claimed to be a cousin of one of the jurors in his hush money trial. The comment on the New York court's Facebook page made it seem as if one of the jurors had spoken about the trial to her cousin, in clear violation of Merchant's orders not to discuss the case until the verdict was read. Right? My cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all your hard work, the comment read, per the judge's letter. Merchant said it had been posted 1 week ago. He did not give the precise date. Of course, HuffPost was unable to find the comment quoted by the judge. However, a similar comment was posted by someone with the same name on May 29th, the day before the jury returned its historic guilty verdict on 34 counts of falsification. And see, man, let me tell you something. You got a lot of people out here think this is a joke, that they can go and post some stuff like that, and if they lying, man, that turn their world upside down. See, you got too many people out here that what's the word? Will fuck around and find out. You know, they play too much. And it'll be interesting to see if in fact this is true. And if it's true, then that's another ground for Trump to get the conviction overturned. You know, I mean, forget the Georgia case. That ain't gonna happen. You know, Fannie Willis can pack it up. She done. Stick a fork in her. Okay, that case is not going to trial, and if it goes to trial, she won't be involved with it. Period. Okay, she's done. And she gonna lose re-election. She up for re-election, and she thinks that she gonna get re-elected again. And I just don't see that happening. No, I mean, come on, man. And see, and that goes to show you that what a lack of discipline will do for you. How a lack of discipline can be harmful to you. Because if you don't have no discipline to be able to put some stuff on hold, to wait, or to set it to the side until you finish the job, you got a problem. And truth be told, she probably still sleeping with that guy. To this very moment, they probably still sneaking around, sleeping together. And he's still married. You know, a married man. And she talking about she got some gorilla grip, poo nanny. Tanya, thank you for joining me. And she talking about she got some gorilla grip, poo nanny, but she can only find a married man. Don't no single man want her. But she hung up on a married man. So that's another case. And y'all can let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this now. I don't care what the polls say. I don't care what. Man, they not gonna let Trump put his foot back in that White House again. Because if he get his foot in that White House this time, they gonna catch hell trying to get him out. Okay? And he done told you, if I get in there this time, I ain't coming out. So if that man tell you what he gonna do, you think some folk ain't sitting back plotting and scheming to keep him out, knowing that he's gonna be vindictive, knowing that he's gonna try to get even? It ain't gonna be about working for the American people. It's gonna be about getting some revenge on his enemies, or the people that he don't like, or his opposition. That's what Trump's term is gonna be about. It ain't gonna be no work for America. It's gonna be getting even and being on the golf course. Okay? I'm just, and by the way, if you got something You want to talk about? Man, put it up on the screen. Let's discuss it. And Hunter Biden. Oh man. Oh, that's another mess. That's another mess, man. I mean, that boy slept with his dead brother's wife. That's how messed up he was. He slept with his sister-in-law, Bo's wife, Joe Biden's favorite son that he's so crazy about. His other son slept with her. Now, how messed up do you got to be? How messed up in your mind you got to be, man, that you gonna sleep with your brother's wife, and he dead, and you don't have no conscience whatsoever. And you ain't got no conscience. And so you got to ask, how come she went along with it? I mean, think about that. She had to go along with it. And that's just, and you think your family dysfunctional? Man, look at how dysfunctional this man is. And see, what goes around comes around. Now, Joe Biden was the author of the crime bill in 19. Let me see. What crime bill? He was the 1994 crime bill. Okay? 1994 crime bill was the one and that's when it destroyed the black family. The 1994 crime bill put more black men in prison than any time in the country. And isn't it interesting that Biden's son and daughter wait a minute. What wife? Who wife? Wait a minute. The wife also slept with the brother, but you're not saying that. What? I ain't know nothing about that one. What? You talking about Jill? Come on, man. Don't start no rumors, man. I mean, I'm sure Joe. I'm sure Joe ain't interested in no poo-nanny at this stage of his life. But what wife? What wife? Oh, you hope I found? Yeah, I'm still in the hotel, man. I'm still in the hotel. I'm at peace. I ain't complaining. I'm still in the hotel. And I'll be here to the end of the year. If right now, if I had somebody come and yeah, he slept with the brother's wife. Yeah, he did. He slept with Bo's wife. That's what I said. That's what I said that. I said she had to go along with it. And that shows you how dysfunctional that people are. That what was her mindset? That she would actually sleep with her brother-in-law. I mean, think about that, man. She got to know this is my brother-in-law, my deceased husband's brother. Why would I sleep with him? Yeah. And that goes to show you, you know, man, when you're going through some stuff, sometimes you make some crazy choices. You make some crazy choices. Okay? You make some crazy choices. Just like somebody found Biden's daughter's diary. And in her diary, she stated that Biden was taking some questionable showers with her. This is his daughter that said her father was taking questionable showers with her. And the question has to be asked, where was Jill when this was going on? Did she know about it? What's her role? You know, I mean, she didn't know about none of this. She didn't see any of this. Something ain't right. Something is not right. And I'm just showing you that you got a dysfunctional family that's on display right now. You think your family messed up. Man, look how dysfunctional this family is. Okay? And like I said, both of his children, his daughter and his son, are drug addicts. And wouldn't it be interesting if they get punished by the same bill that he drafted is what they might end up being punished by. That's karma. You know, because I mean, Hunter had it bad. He had it bad with that crack cocaine. And look how many black men went to jail under the 1994 crime bill for crack cocaine. Well, you see, once again, I mean, Trump's family is dysfunctional too. It just only thing is, ain't no sunlight been shined on their dysfunction. His family is dysfunctional because he said that if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he would sleep with her. And the way he touched her, would make one think. Why would a father be touching his daughter the way he be touching Ivanka? I mean, that's just the reality. You know, look at how he fawned over her. Okay? I mean, I'm telling you. He said it out of his own mouth. If that wasn't his daughter, he would sleep with her. What father in his right mind would make a public statement like that? Think about it. What father in his right mind would say, man, I sleep with my daughter? If she wasn't my daughter, I would sleep with her. And like I said, you can look at the way he be touching her now in public, and what makes you think, damn, that show is inappropriate. Okay? I mean, that's just the reality. Well, see, here again, man. Here again. You have to realize when people see something in their favor, they will always overlook certain things because they are looking at it, what's going to benefit them. And right now, you got a lot of people that are supporting Trump because of what benefit they think they might get from him being elected. That's why they look over a lot of the stuff, because they gonna benefit from him being in that position. Now, if there was no benefit for them, they would nail him to the cross. But because there is some benefit, they'll overlook that. They'll dismiss that. And this guy can't do no wrong. He can't do no wrong. He's never held accountable. It's never his fault. And they still support him. And I've always said that Trump supporters suffer from the Marion Barry syndrome. Let me say that again. Trump supporters suffer from the Marion Barry syndrome. What? True conductor, what is the Marion Barry syndrome? That man can do anything he want, say anything he want, and he got a chorus of people that's going to support him no matter what. And that was the same thing with Marion Barry. They saw Marion Barry smoking crack on television, saw him, and still reelected him as mayor of Washington, D.C. Saw it with their own eyes. They set him up. He was in there, he was trying to get him some poo nanny. But that girl kept on insisting for him to hit that crack, and when he hit that pipe, bam, they broke the door down. And the Trump supporters suffer from the Marion Barry syndrome. That's right. Because we've seen that before. This ain't nothing new. We've seen it with Marion Barry. At least I've seen it. Anyway, because I was here, I saw it. Matter of fact, I ran for mayor against Marion Barry. See how that turned out, don't you? In 1994, man. I was a street vendor fighting crime, fighting the corruption in the police department. And they told me I was lying. And I just said to Sergeant Everett, I'll never forget. I said, man, if I got to run for mayor to tell this story. He said, Mr. Folden, you're a street vendor. Don't waste your time. I should have listened, but I was offended. I said, what you say? He said, you're a street vendor, man. Ain't nobody gonna listen to you. And where I was vending was right in front of Board of Election. And I walked right into Board of Election. What I got to do to run for mayor? They said, raise your right hand. Here's some petition. We need 2,000 ballot signatures. And I went out and got them. And got on the ballot. And got about 189 votes, too. Didn't have no money and no organization. Trying to prove a point. Dude said I couldn't do it. I did it. I did it. And you know what's crazy? It was about 7, 8 candidates on the ballot at that time. And they only wanted to hear from Ray, Barry, and Kelly. Those near Kelly was the mayor. John Ray was a city council person. And of course, Marion Barry was coming out of jail. And those are the only 3 people they want to hear from him. And it was maybe 4 or 5 more of us that they called fringe candidates. And out of the rest of them, I think I'm the only one that's still on the stage right now. 30 years later, I'm the only one that's still that's been out here trying to stay in the public, doing something. The only one. The rest of them, some of them might be dead. Some of them might be dead now. 30 years ago, some of them could be dead. But no, man, that's why I ran for mayor. And 2 cops ended up going to jail too. They ended up getting busted. And so now they finally saw I was telling the truth. But when I first approached them about it, they told me I was lying. And see, and this is how people will do you. See, you'll take some truth to them, and they'll tell you anything to discourage you, to make you give up, to make you start second guessing yourself. Because they always gonna paint you crazy. And see, because you speak up. And I was, there go that old crazy Don Folden. Because I would speak up. I wasn't scared. And they started putting labels on you. See, when you start speaking up, when you start standing up, they'll label you. They'll try to discredit you. They'll try to, that's how I lost my job in Metro. They actually stole my job in Metro, and the union let them. Because I had my union's feet to the fire. I was the thorn in their side. So when they saw a chance to get rid of me, they jumped on it, man. I mean, they jumped on it. And that's what, and see, and when I left, I said, I still got my CDL. I work for myself. And I started my limo business. That's what I did. I ain't gonna sit here and be crying. I started my own limo business. And then Uber and Lyft came along and destroyed the transportation sector in DC. So they started building a Black History Museum. I said, shit, let me start doing tours. Since the transportation business is going belly up, you got this museum that's going to be attracting people from all over the world, right at 14th and Constitution Avenue. So let me start doing some tours. That's how I got in the tour business. Rather than sitting back moping and groping and complaining about what Uber and Lyft was doing, man, let me try to find something else. So I just jumped into the tour business. You see, and this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. See, as long as you keep your mind proactive, as long as you keep looking for solutions, looking for something ain't nobody doing. See, the problem most of y'all make, Y'all try to jump into a market that's already saturated. What everybody's doing. And that's one of the things I learned when I first came to DC. Man, if it was the thing to wear, everybody want to wear it. If it was the place to go, everybody want to go there. If it was the thing to have, everybody wanted that. See, everybody are followers, but nobody is trying to blaze their own path. And that's why a lot of y'all are frustrated, because you're trying to do what everybody else is doing. Example, when Bitcoin came out, everybody and their mama jumped on Bitcoin. Everybody and their mama jumped up, and look how much, and look how many people lost money fooling around with that cryptocurrency. Because everybody and their mama was doing it. And see, and y'all can laugh and joke and say what you want, but see, the minute black folk start picking up a habit, picking something up that's hot, that everybody's doing, that's when the bottom gonna fall out. When they start seeing a lot of black people that are profiting, that are getting ahead, they're gonna snatch the bottom out. I'm telling you. And that's why you don't need to be trying to follow what everybody else is doing. Do your own thing, man. Do your own thing. Create your own. What do you got to lose? I'm gonna launch my dinnerware line this year. In 2024, I'm gonna launch the African tabletop. I'm gonna launch that dinnerware line this year. Watch. I'm gonna launch it. And it's gonna be beyond successful. That it's gonna blow people's minds. You watch. It's gonna blow the success of my dinnerware line is gonna blow people's minds. And see, a lot of y'all got some ideas that you need to go back and dust off and tweak them and look at them again. Because maybe that idea was ahead of its time. And you need to go back because it's already done. You done already put it into creation. So why not go back and take a look at it again? A lot of y'all got some ideas, man, that you thought of that for whatever reason you done put on hold. You wouldn't give it a chance. And you need to revisit some of your ideas. Because you might be sitting on a gold mine and don't even know it. You might just be sitting on a gold mine and don't even know it. And 24 years ago, this dinnerware, a friend of mine, God rest his soul, he dead now. In fact, Jim Rowland was his name. And he had created this character called Capital Buddy. And couldn't never get it off the ground. And when I started my tour company, I said, you know what? I'm gonna take Capital Buddy, and that's when I'm gonna start my tour company. That's how I got the name for my tour company, Capital Buddy Tours. And see, And see, Capital Buddy Tours is going to be the landing page for any Black History tour in the country. Right now, you don't have one website that you can go to that you can find any Black History tour in the country. But you can go to TripAdvisor, Viator, and a couple of other ones and get any tour anywhere in the country. Quite. Any tour in the country. But there's not one website that you can go to that you can find a Black History tour anywhere in the country. That's why I got DC Black Tours and Capital Buddy Tours. Because DC Black Tours are going to deal with all of the tours that are in DC. Capital Buddy Tours will deal with tours all over the country. That was my concept. And let me tell you how I came across the idea. When I first started my Black History tours, I was on Viator.com. And I actually was sending people to Viator for my tours. And I just happened to notice that all of their algorithms were only promoting white tours in DC. And the representative that I had, I just asked one day, I said, I send people to Viator all the time. I said, how can I get my tours in those algorithms? And white girl, and she made some sarcastic statement, and I just said, you know what? Take my shit down. Take it down. I don't want to do business with y'all. Because I don't appreciate, that response. And, Mr. Falk, no, take my shit down right now. And I didn't even have a website. That's when I had to put up Capital Buddy Tours, DC Black Tours. Matter of fact, I had DCBlackTours.com. And then I had to go and get a website made. And because I was in such a rush trying to honor the tours that I had in the pipeline and do my tours, my stuff was mad crazy. It was confusing, and one day, let me tell you how God works. The caddy ran hot on me one day, and man, I let that thing sit out in front of my house for I know a good couple of hours, and I said, let me go out here and put some coolant in my car. And when I went to, I had a white shirt on, and when I went to open up the coolant, man, that thing blew up on my arm. And let me show you. This how I got this burn right here. This burn right here on my arm. Okay? It burned me from here up to here. And it set me down for about 2 or 3 weeks. And even when I went to the doctor said, you lucky that you had a shirt on, because this would have been a third degree. It would have burned you down to your skin. Yeah, I was. I was on Just Elite. Yeah, it was. Yeah, oh, no talking Jesse Lee Peterson. Oh, no talking Jesse Lee. And that's when it set me down was when I went to my website and realized how confusing it was. And that's when I started making corrections. You know, but you know, all I can tell you, man, is if you believe in yourself, don't give up. Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what the struggle might be, don't give up. Sometimes you're going to want to throw in the towel. Sometimes you're going to want to quit. Sometimes you ain't going to even be able to see no way. Man, listen, when I've been in this hotel now about a year and a half. And when I first came in here, back in last March, I had days, I didn't even know how I was going to pay for my room. And I never will forget, I got a guy sent me $500. I didn't know who it was, Everett Overton. And I looked at it and he had like a logo. And I'm so focused on dealing with this situation that it didn't dawn on me, man, look this guy up. But I knew he had a logo. And out of the blue, man, that brother sent me $500. Said, go get you a room. And kept sending me some money. And one day I looked him up and I said, damn, this is the guy. And a lot of you young brothers out here, man, y'all need to go Everett Overton. Matter of fact, let me see, can I, let me put his name in here. Let me put his name in here. Y'all need to go look him up, man. Y'all need to look this guy up, especially a lot of you young brothers. Okay, y'all need to go and check this brother out, cause he be telling you some good shit. All right, and if it wasn't for him, Bernie, Laura, them the first three that, man, that was my support. That was my support. This brother, man, y'all check this brother out. Check this brother out. A lot of y'all need to go check. A lot of you young brothers need to go and check him out. Okay, yeah. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me show you. Let me show y'all. Hold on a second here. So a lot of y'all be trying to be nosy. Let me see how I can do this. All right. How am I gonna do this? Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get one of his shorts. Here we go.
attracted to that may not be too into you, but you want her, she's gonna cancel. So women that you want, cancel. Women that want you, don't cancel. So if there's a woman that's eyeballing you, you know, shy, hair behind the ear, likes you, attracted to you, finding reasons to talk to you, finding reasons to learn things about you, the tendency for her to cancel is very slim. That this is a Coach EO quote: women that want you don't cancel, and women that you want, cancel. Is that all the time? No, it's a lot of the time. Understand this is a fact. A woman that you want,
See,
that you're attracted to,
I'm telling you, man, he be spitting some fact. And a lot of you young brothers, man, need to pay attention to some of the stuff that he be spitting and be telling y'all. You know, and see, I'm trying to find something else, another short. Matter of fact, let me go to his page. Let me go to his page. This is okay.
Every result that you have, male or woman listening, every result ties back to you in some fashion. So if you don't like your results, you don't like the way you've been living. It's the way you've been living isn't working. I'll leave a small percentage of world problems, things out of your control that happen to come into your experience. Sure, I'll give you 10% of your issues that came in from the outside, wrong place, wrong time. We can blame the external world 10%. But 90% of your results are on you. They are tied to you, your lack of evolution, your refusal to adapt, your refusal to make the necessary changes. I'll give you 10 that it was environmental, it's a world thing, and it hits you. Fine. Every result that you have, male or woman listening, every result.
Here's another one. Hey,
look, if men are hitting on your woman in front of you, they see you as a punk. If you're going out with your woman and men are like making advances at your woman in front of you, they see you as a punk. You're a non-threatening individual. You don't pose a threat. Whether it's your look, your energy, something, you don't pose a threat. They've deemed you as a punk. Nobody has ever stepped to any woman that I've been with while in public. Now, that doesn't mean when I went to the bathroom, maybe somebody saw somebody as, hey, you know, you with this guy or whatever. They could have done it when I wasn't there, but they didn't do it when I was there. And look, if men are hitting on your woman in front of you, they see you as a punk.
And you know, and I got to tell you, man, I've seen this brother evolve. I've seen him evolve. I mean, see, if your ideas are not growing in your mind, they dead. And you can look at his broadcast and see that his shit is growing in his mind. Cause here's one. Here's one. Look at this.
So when making a lot of money, Coach, how do you stay humble?
Why do you need to be humble? What do you need to be humble for? Like, I mean, who is asking this question? First of all, why do you need to be humble? I would say just be a fair man. I was just saying that sometimes by being fair, I got to tell the truth. And if that truth bothers you, then you're not ready yet. Make sure everybody that deals with you gets something out of it. Make sure somebody that leaves you better than when they came. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to be humble in the process. Being humble happens. Being compassionate happens. Being loving happens. You don't plan to be loving. Love hits you. A true moment of love and appreciation for life, the earth, other species, human beings, whatever it is, it happens to you. It flows to you. You don't plan on it. As a matter of fact, the more you plan on being humble and honest, the less you are those things.
So when making a lot of money, Coach, how do you stay humble?
There you go.
Be humble. What
a lot of you young fellas, man.
I mean, who is asking?
A lot of you young fellas. Y'all need to tune into that brother, man. You need to tune into him. You really do. All right? I'm on the down slope. For you young brothers that's on the up slope, going on the up slope, y'all need to tune into this brother, man. And listen to him. Okay? And the thing about it is, he ain't gonna pull no punches with you. And that's just fact. He ain't gonna pull no punches. And see, you got a lot of people out here that will tell you shit just to tickle your ears and get your money. but he gonna tell you the truth. Now, whether you can handle that or not, that's up to you. Okay? But this is the guy. Out of the blue, I can't tell you how he found me. I can't tell you what made him do, but man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I can certainly say I wouldn't be in here if it wasn't for him. And I panicked one time and asked him for some money. I panicked one time. I panicked. One time I did, I asked him. But other than that, man, that brother every time, here, man, here's some money. Go get a meal. Thanks for the love. I'm serious. And through him, it's how I met Bernie. That's how I met Bernie. Through him. Okay? So appreciate the people that look,
Do not believe what people tell you. They'll tell you anything based on what they're going through. It's situational. It's feelings based. People will tell you anything based on their desperation at the time. But of course, as you know, emotions will transition and become something different. And what they felt in that moment will change in another moment, which is why I told you I stay in a neutral zone. Why do you think I taught you guys that? Why do you think I taught my homies that stay neutral at all times? Things are going great, neutral. Things are going bad, neutral. Don't challenge it and say, I don't believe that. Just know in the back of your mind, I ain't believing a thing you tell me until you demonstrate to me consistently that that is who you are. When you show me with your actions, without coercion or manipulation, on your own accord, that this is who you are, then I will begin to start believing in you. Do not believe what people tell you. They'll tell you anything based on what
I'm telling you, man. I mean, you know, check him out and go back, and you can go back and look at some of his stuff, and you'll be able to see the evolution of his branding. You'll be able to see it. Because he always got that EO, man.
This is what I keep hearing. God must have a better woman waiting for me somewhere. Shout out to the Lord. I love the Lord. But the Lord must have another man better for me. There is no better for you because you're just going to duplicate what you just did if you don't go inward. Listen, there is no better after this. If you don't self-analyze and figure out your part in this, how you created this beautiful mess, because at times it was beautiful and then it got messy, you are just going to delay your personal evolution and you're going to recycle the old shit. The Lord doesn't have anything better for you unless the inside of you changes. This is what I keep hearing. God must have a better woman waiting for me.
I mean, that's just a reality. Check the brother out. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Check him out. Listen, I want y'all to listen to this
Why would a
one.
man just want to be with you? Are you a woman that a man only wants to be with?
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Oh, this is the one.
Why would a man just want to be with you? Are you a woman that a man only wants to be with? You can't just say you want things like I want a man to be faithful to me. Do you provide a day-to-day experience that makes a man not want to be with you?
Why you ain't moving?
That's the only way they're not going to cheat. And
why you ain't moving? Let me see.
You're on dating apps. You're in the dating game. One of the problems that I notice is that they tend to book one date for one night. This is how you get a bad case of one-itis. This is how you stay at Macy's all day trying to find a perfect outfit for one lady. What you should be doing is quadruple booking. Not just double booking, but quadruple 5 times booking. We schedule one night with 10 women. If you can't get that many women, 3 women, 5 women. By the time that date comes, whoever gives you the most beautiful energy, going with your flow, can't wait to see you, super excited, exclamation points, that's the one that you should see. And what you do with the other women is you just basically tell them, like, I can't do tonight. Don't ghost them. She might say, hey, we still on tonight? And just say, yeah, you know what? I've been really busy today. Some things came up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to make it up to us next week. I can't do tonight. Go on with your night. Have a good evening. I'll be in touch. I have no problem with you telling a woman that I'll make it up to us, not to her, to us, because a date involves 2 participative individuals. You're on dating apps. You're in the dating
man, I'm
game.
telling you.
One of the problems that I noticed,
the man putting y'all down to some game. Just that simple. All right? Check him out. Check him out. All right? Check him out. Check him out. Good brother, man. Good brother. Good brother. And like I said, you can see the evolution of what he's doing. Okay? You can see the evolution. All right. Man, that's about an hour for me. That's my Friday night potluck. Okay? Anybody got any questions? I ain't got but one person up in here. See, I listen to me, y'all. Don't trip on the fact that a lot of people don't come into your lives. And here's why. Because this is when you can perfect your craft. This is when, see, if you can be passionate with one person, you can be passionate with 1,000 people. And see, a lot of people, because they don't have a whole bunch of people listening or chiming in, see, they don't put their all into it. But this is when you perfect your stuff. When you ain't got but a few people, man, you pour your heart into what you're doing, because now you're conditioning yourself. You're training yourself. Okay? And see, and after a while, you're gonna start talking and you're gonna look up, and just like right now, man, when I pick up a sponsor for my message, man, people gonna be beating this door down, trying to come up in here and see what I'm talking about. Because now I've been validated. And seeing you don't know where your validation is. That's why you always got to be at your best. Because you don't know where your validation is. And when you start getting discouraged, and when you start second guessing, and when you start doubting what you're doing and what you're saying, because ain't nobody listening, that's when you're going to start getting bored. Like right now, ain't nobody up in here. But it don't matter. Because somewhere down the line, somebody going to be watching the replay. And see, and a lot of times, that's what you got to realize when you're doing this. You be doing it for the replay, not for the live. Because you don't know what could make your video go viral. For people going to come in and start just looking. All right? All right, so tomorrow, Saturday in Proverbs. All right? Chapter 8, man, one of my favorite My favorite chapter in Proverbs tomorrow is chapter 8. Got a lot of good stuff in it. Okay? So enjoy your evening, man. Thank you for being here. And I'll talk to you.